see what we completed last class? Okay, ma. What we completed last class, ma? Come on, fast. Destructors and also completed what? Along with the destructors, garbage collector also completed. Which module we use for garbage collector? Garbage collector, GC module. Can we disable a garbage collector? Can we disable a garbage collector? Yes. Which function we use? GC dot disable. Right. By default, garbage collector is enabled or disabled? By default, garbage collector is enabled or disabled? Enabled. Right. How do you disable? Okay. How do you enable a garbage collector? By using GC dot enable. How do you check it is enabled or disabled? How do you check that it is enabled or disabled? Right. Is enable function. Very good. Fine. Perfect. Okay, ma? Those things, would you like to do any programming on that in real time? No. By default, it is supposed to run as it is. What is the syntax of destructor? What is the syntax of destructor? What is that? Underscore del of underscore of self under def force. Okay, very good. Okay, def space underscore del of self. Right. Then who will call this? Who will call the destructor? Karan, be careful. Garbage collector will call. Okay. Be careful, ma. Karan. Right. Garbage collector will call. Who will call constructor? Excellent. PVM will call. Will the destructor destruct the object? Will destructor remove the object? Will destructor remove the memory space occupied by object? Right. Deallocate the memory space. Excellent. Very good, ma. Nice. So we are perfect in the garbage collector. These are the questions which are coming across the garbage collector. Always these questions, be careful. Right. Come on. Now it is the time to go for today's concept is inheritance. Inheritance, we will go for it. So ready? Ready for go for inheritance? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good. Now I'm going for the topic called inheritance. Right. Let us go for inheritance. Now be careful, ma. Inheritance and polymorphism. So inheritance and polymorphism. Actually, they are going to be interrelated to each other. Yes, ma. Durga Prasad. What is it, ma? Is a new topic or it will include previous topics, sir? Compulsory, ma. Classes and objects will be continued. If you want a constructor and destructor, you can use it. You can use functions. You can use modules. Everything we can use. I already told you, why so tense you are? Why so tension? Already we told you, once we are talking any topic, that will carry forward the previous topics. So many times I said in the class. Okay? Right. So be careful. Try to listen carefully. So yesterday, absent or what? Absent, Absent or what? Yesterday. Fine. Coming to the point of it, now I am entering into inheritance. Now, it is a time to see the index. What exactly index is? Here, what is the purpose of inheritance? What is the purpose of inheritance? Carefully understand. Purpose of inheritance. And next we need to understand definition of inheritance. Definition of inheritance. And next, we are going to understand about memory management followed, memory management followed in inheritance, memory management followed in inheritance. And next, advantages of inheritance, advantages of inheritance. And it is very, very simple for you. And next, we are entering into types of inheritances, types of inheritances, types of inheritances, and there are many more types are there. Under that, we are talking about single inheritance, single inheritance, single inheritance, and then we are understanding next about hierarchical inheritance. That is next is called multi-level inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multi-level inheritance. And next C is called what you know, hierarchical inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, hierarchical inheritance. And the next D is called multiple inheritance, multiple inheritance, multiple inheritance. And the next I want to go for E is called hybrid inheritance, hybrid inheritance. Okay, hybrid inheritance, hybrid inheritance. And after that, followed by syntax for inheritance, syntax for inheritance, syntax for inheritance. And next we are going for programming exercise, programming exercise, programming exercise. And that will be linking with the polymorphism. This topic will be linking with the polymorphism. So this will be taking today and tomorrow. We will be discussing and we will link with the polymorphism. And we will link with the polymorphism. Okay. So let us move forward to the concept of inheritance. Okay. Right. So index is clear. Let us move to the topic wise. Right. So all of you carefully try to answer it. Try to answer it, all of you. What is the purpose of functions? Carefully understand. Actually, people will get confused in inheritance. Try to understand very carefully. What is the purpose of functions? Speed up the things. Purpose of inheritance. I want to get perfect answer. I am getting only half answers. Half answers. I want perfect answers. I want. Come on, quickly. Yes, Ravanti, very good, ma. To perform the operations and reusability. To do the operations and reusability, we are going to use the functions. Good. Tell me one thing here. How many varieties of reusabilities? Functions can be reusable in where? Functions can be reusable in where? Functions can be reused in where? In the same program. In the same program. Already I told you. In the same program. Is it possible to reuse across the programs? Is it possible to reuse across the programs? No. That's why we went for what? That's why we went for what? Modules. Right. So modules will provide the reusability across the programs, provided modules are present in the same drive. Modules are present in the same drive. I told already. If I want across the drives, across the machines, if I want to go for reusability, which concept we went for it? Packages. Excellent. Good. Now, what I'm going to do is, in our object-oriented programming, come on, catch quickly. Now you are up to that on time. Now you are up to here. In our object-oriented programming, where do you write functions? Every function is a part of what? Every method is a part of what? Quickly. Excellent. Class. Every method is a part of that class. So dear student, I am writing here def method 1. For example, I am calculating simple interest, simple int of self. Some logic is there, which is a common for everybody. which is a common logic for everybody, dear student, which is a common logic for everybody, dear student, careful. Now there is one more function is there. There is one more function is there. Therefore, I'm going to say area of some figure, area of some circle. It is also common kind of logic for many people. Common logic for many number of people. Where it is present inside, it is present inside of the class called some kind of class name called some type of class name called calculations, or some type of class called calculations, right? Calculations is my class name. You know already a class is a collection of data members and then methods. A class is a collection of data members and then methods. Now, in real time, all you people are developing one project. You have 30 software engineers with you. 30 SEs are there with you. And you are called what? SEs. 30 SEs are called. And you are called a team lead. You are a team lead. And maintaining these 30 team members. And then all these 30 team members are working under you. And all the 30 team members are also writing their own classes. This is a class of software engineer 1. This is a class of software engineer 2. This is a class of software engineer 3. Quickly try to get it now. It is you are going to be available like this. Like this, you are having all the 30 software engineers are there with you. See, all these 30 software engineers are requiring some common operations. Required. What is that? Calculating simple interest plus want to calculate the area of certain figure. Area of certain figure called what? Area of what? Circle, something like this they want to do it. Then already you defined the calculation. Simple interest function you defined, and this you have defined. 10 lines of code, for example, 10 lines of code you defined, and you spend for 5 minutes of time. And you have defined here some 5 lines of code, and you specified 2 minutes of time. Then tell me, would you like to ask the software engineers to define each and every time of this function, or you will get it as it is from your class? Quickly, would you like to ask them to write again, or would you like to ask them to get it as it is what you have defined? Come on, quickly. First of all, you understand my point. Are you there? If you are there, you need to tell me. Would you like to ask them to write again and again, or would you like to inherit? Come on. Would you like to ask them to inherit, or would you like to ask them to define it again? Inherit. We would like to. Already these are defined. So these things are defined. These things are defined already. These defined things, I don't want to ask this SEs. I don't want to ask this SE1. I don't want to ask this SE2 to define again and again. I will ask them to do what? Inherit. I will ask them to obtain these things as it is without defining. These things I will ask them to get it as it is. This mechanism is known as what? Inheritance mechanism. Is it comes under reusability or not? Come on. Is it comes under reusability or not? Yes. Which type of reusability? Class to class reusability. Which type of reusability, ma? Class to class reusability. Yes or no? Previously we have seen functional programming. There we have reused functions only within the same program, but the functions are available as a methods in the class. We are reusing the functions, data members, from one class into another class, which we call it as an inheritance. Because of this type of reusability, what is an advantage you are getting? Suppose the people don't know this type of reusability. 30 software engineers 30 software engineers will define the simple interest 30 times by spending 5 minutes of time. If they don't know the concept of this reusability, 30 software engineers will write this 10 lines 30 times and they will spend 30 into 5 minutes. Area of this circle will define 30 people, 5 lines and 30 people into 2 minutes. What are you losing? First tell me, quickly tell me. First of all, it is losing lot of development time. Lot of development time. Memory space is wasted, and it takes lot of time to execute, and the redundancy of the code is more, and we are not able to get the higher performance. Not able to get the higher performance. That's why the most powerful weapon in object-oriented programming is which concept? Inheritance. The most powerful concept is called what? Inheritance. Come on. Now I want to ask you, what do you mean by inheritance? Take one more thing also. In the class called calculation, I am asking you one thing. Here there is one data member is there. What is the data member called? E. E is a pi. Pi and E, logarithm of E and pi value, which is a common. Data members are there in the class. Methods are there in the class, which are common for all these SEs. That they want to get it in the class Cs, SE1, SE2, SEn. N number of SEs are obtaining in these classes. This mechanism is called inheritance. Come on, what is the main purpose of inheritance? What is the main purpose of inheritance? Yes, in your own words, tell me. I want to listen that. What is the main purpose of inheritance? Very good, ma. Kishan, very good. Code reusability across the classes. Excellent. Reusability across the classes. Yes. Code reusability, getting the code from one class into another class, obtaining the existing data and methods from one class into another class. Now I would like to define inheritance definition. With the help of you, I will define. The process of, see guys, the process of obtaining the data members and methods from one class into another class, from one class into another class is called inheritance. Please read this and then understand and then confirm whether you understand or not. Please confirm and please forget whatever the knowledge is there about the inheritance. Please forget about it. Now, tell me about it. All of you. Are you understanding? Can you confirm once again, please? The class, which is the process of obtaining the data members from one class into another class, is called what? Inheritance. If you permit me, next I will write it. The class which is giving, see one point I will write it. The class which is giving data members and methods. The class which is giving, I will give another examples also. The class which is giving data members and methods is called base oblique super class. I don't write it, but don't spell out parent class because these are loosely termed word. Parent class. Are you understanding? The class which is giving data members from one class into another class is called inheritance. The class which is giving the data members and methods to is called what? Base or superclass. Okay. The class which is taking data members and methods is called derived oblique sub oblique child class we can call, or what? Sub oblique what? Child class we can call child class. Dear students, please confirm all of you. Is this definition is clear or not clear? Is these lines are clear or not? If you say, then I will move forward. All of you should understand like anything. Should understand like anything. Yes, ma, perfect. Excellent. Now coming to the introduction to inheritance. Now I'm going for introduction to inheritance. And before that, I would like to have this type of definition. I would like to paste this definition. I would like to. So definition of inheritance, I want to write it. Definition of inheritance. Because again, I need to type it. I will give definition of inheritance. Inheritance. I'm giving this type of point. Definition of inheritance. What is the definition of inheritance? The process of obtaining the data members and methods from one class into another class is called inheritance. In the definition of inheritance, we have some words. The class which is giving data members and methods is called base or super or parent class. Or parent class. The class which is taking data members and methods is called derived oblique sub oblique child class. Now I will write a final point here. I'm writing the main purpose of inheritance principle is that to build reusable applications reusable applications reusable applications across the classes and programs, right? Fine. Coming to the mission, coming across the programs, across the missions, across the drives, everywhere else. Fine. Coming to the point of it, across the programs, I will go. How we will go for it? How do you go for it? Across the missions, how do you go for it? By the concept of what? Module. What is the definition of module, Durga Prasad? Durga Prasad, what is your initial? I don't know, because many Durga Prasads are there. And without initial one, Durga Prasad is having some doubt. What is the definition of module? Come on, all of you. What is the definition of module, everybody? A module is a collection of what? Variables, which we have seen. Functions, we have seen. Now, our class is also in the module. Modules can be used across the. So that module can be put it in where? Packages also. It is as good as similar to the previous code only. So we will see that kind of example also in the class. Okay, na? So let me move forward. Let me move forward to the concept. What is the main purpose of inheritance? All of you. What is the main purpose of inheritance? Everybody. What is the main purpose of inheritance? Obtaining the reusability building the reusability. This word please try to use. Building reusable applications across the classes and across the program. This word is important. If you use this word, if that word is coming on your paper or your interview room, then you are successful candidate. There is no substitution word for this type of sentence. Right. Let us take one small example. I would like to go for it. Dear students, Microsoft people, every company will use the inheritance in their application development. So Microsoft people, you take it. Microsoft people. When they started building the Windows OS, first OS coming from the Microsoft OS, officially they announced MS-DOS. This is the first OS they came. So to build this OS, they have written a lot of code. They have written a lot of programs. Programs means they have written a lot of code. They spend some years. They spend some years. This is called time. They spend some years. Later on, another OS came after some years. What is that now? First one, which you don't know, which you might be heard about it. because Windows 95 came. It's a very old OS I'm talking. Windows 95 they it came. That means Windows 95. Now it is Windows 10. I will come to your OS. What you are using is Windows 10. Here I will just use it. I will write Windows 10. Windows 10, this is called Windows 10, for example. So Windows 95. So when Windows 95 is coming, they are doing what? Windows 95 is supporting MS-DOS also. That means, dear students, you tell me, are they writing the same code once again during development of Windows 95? No, sir. What they are doing? They are reusing the code which they developed already. They are saving the time of what they did already. So they are reusing the predefined code. Plus, they added a new code only. They added a new code for Windows 95. For Windows 95. New code only added for Windows 95. Okay. So they applied inheritance. They applied inheritance. Next, what they did later days, they after a few years, after 1 year or something, I know, if I'm correct, Windows 98 came. Windows 98 came. Windows 98 came. These are all our Windows 98 old OSs. So Windows 98 is carrying the Windows 95 plus Windows MS DOS also. What they are doing? They are carrying the Windows 95 code as it is, but they written the new code for Windows 98. They written new code for Windows 98. They written Windows code for 98 only. Like that later, suppose now I'm writing and don't think that it is in the same order. Later what they came, lot of OSs has come. What OS next came, for example, Windows XP has come, Windows XP. Assume that next Windows NT. Next, later what one of our student is saying Windows Vista. Something like later is expecting something like assume that Windows 7, for example. Later Windows 8, for example. Assume Windows 8. Later something like Windows 10 like that. Now tell me, just think by yourself. Is the Microsoft people are just carrying the previous code, or they are building the new code as it is? Are they building the new code every time? Reusing the previous code, or are they building the new code every time? Reusing the previous code and they are building the new code whenever they are requiring. Are you understanding this inheritance? Are you understanding this inheritance mechanism, please? You are reusing. You take mobiles also. Samsung people, you take it. Samsung mobiles, you take it now. Samsung mobile, old Samsung mobile. Next, another Samsung, like that. You understand now. I know that you got it. Mobiles, you take it. Old mobile. Later it is getting modified, added. Nowadays, see, what is the mobile? Is that mobile is containing old one? Is there or not? Yes. So, coming to the point of it, all the mobile softwares, all the OSs are reusing the previous softwares as it is. Come on. Okay. Okay, Ram. No problem. Good. So, they are going on getting updations. When the updations are going on, internally, which type of policy they are using? Which type of policy they are applying? Which type of principle they are applying? Inheritance. Come on, speed is not there. Speed is got reduced. Come on. Coming to the Ashish Kumar, copy paste is called inheritance. This is a very wrong sentence. I don't like this word. Copy paste is someone Ashish Kumar is saying copy paste. This is a little painful for me. Is it correct? Ashish Kumar, you are writing this word. Is it correct? It's one of the very painful word in the software industry. Copy paste is called inheritance. If you say, what can I say for you? Of course, you don't feel it. It's one of the very painful word. Because I'm just exactly remembering Ashish Kumar. Everybody see that copy paste is called inheritance. Huh? Is anybody says inheritance? What? Huh? What people are saying that? I don't know why he said that word. Maybe joke he said or not, I don't know. So copy paste is called inheritance. Because if you say the same thing in the interview point of view, definitely they will ask you who is your faculty. And please don't tell my name because I did not go for this type of thing. When you say copy paste, when you say copy paste, you come to our example. You come to our example. So these 30 SEs, the copy pasted, copy pasted, copy pasted. What will happen here? Ashish Kumar, please can you come into the online? Okay, just to that's what I expect. It's just a joke only, but for joke also we cannot speak. You just imagine if you copy paste in all the places, what will happen? That only we discussed it. That only we discussed it. Okay, don't worry because why I taken seriously. That's what copy paste kind of thing is not an inheritance. If because some people are saying that word, that's why this is coming in your mind. That is, if anybody says that, please, it's a not a good word because I don't want to use that word. Please don't go for that. Now, tell me. Now I'm going to move forward. I hope so. This with the simple diagram, I made you to understand the scope of inheritance in real time problem. Yes. Yes, right. Okay, right, Ma, Bruce Lee. Okay, don't worry. Because why I'm saying is, if my student is saying wrong, na, I cannot bear it. That is my weakness. If my student says wrong, na, I cannot bear it. But I want to set my student correct. I want to set my student correct. That is what is called my intention actually. And you don't take it as anything different. No? If my student is going wrong, I want to make my student to be perfect in my class. Okay, that is my intention. Ashish Kumar, please write all of Ashish Kumar. Come to the online, come to the line, and then please tell me the definition of inheritance once again. Please tell me definition of inheritance. Ashish Kumar, write the definition of it. Write in the chart window. Write in the chart window and show me. Now I'm not moving. I'm not moving. No. Process of reusable. What? This definition I read. Write as it is this one. Ravi Raj, you learn my definition. My definition means I did not invent. PSF, Python Software Foundation Organization. The original document I am just dictating for you. Okay, please follow my thing. Right. Ashish. So who is this? So somebody, Yashwant K. Yashwant K. You are playing with your video, ma? When you are playing with your video by sitting under the tree, enjoying the nature, and please switch off your mobile and then listen the class. Fine. Now, Durga also. Durga also, she is showing the fan of it. Right. Please, ma. Ashish Kumar. Written. Ashish Kumar. Yeah. The process of obtaining the data members from one class into another class is called what? Inheritance. Now it is done. So is it copy paste is called inheritance? No. So I'm seriously reacting on that area. Okay, please come to that because I have to stop it immediately. Such type of things. Okay. So the main purpose is understandable. The process of inheriting done. Now I want to talk about the very 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 open statement. The inheritance concept always follows logical memory management. This I will write in a separate sentence. Sir, what is the logical memory management? Can you give any examples, sir, where we can understand? Suppose you see our parents are there, or before that, I want to tell you. What is that before that? In our class, daily what is going on, ma? In our class, what is going on between you and me? Between you and me, what is going on? Hmm. Between you and me, what exact what I want. Exact what I want. Knowledge sharing is going on. Knowledge sharing. Yes or no? Yeah, conversation, communication, etc., etc. But the exact word is called what? Not communication, interaction. All those things. Keep it aside. Knowledge sharing. The words are so powerful. The things are powerful. In this, who am I? I am called which class? Yes, sir. I am called base class. Who am I? Base class. You are called what? Who are you? You are called which classes? Derived classes. Don't use child and parent, mom. Please. Child, please. Throw it away. Subclass or derived class you tell. Who am I once again? Come on, go. Don't go out. Who am I? Quickly. Base class. Who are you? Who are you? Derived classes. Subclasses. You are. Now tell me. Now tell me one more example. Your parent and you. Your parent and you. Your parent is called what? Your parent is called which class? Base class. You are called which class? You are called which class? Subclass. Excellent. So listen, one word you will look at. I am telling about the logical memory management. Logical memory management I am talking. Logical memory management I am explaining for you. Dear student, your parent is having 1 crore rupees. He worked for 60 years as a employee and he earned for 1 crore rupees. He is having in his bank account. He is having in his bank account. So you are happy or not? Are you happy or not? Come on. Yes, sir. Happy. That means you are thinking that you are having that money. Yes or no? You are thinking that you have that money, right or not? Yes, sir. But do you have physically in your packet? Do you have physically in your packet? No, sir. But we have that. What is that? What is that called? What is that management is called? Come on, catch it. What is that management is called? Logical memory management. Inheritance is nothing but what? Logical memory management. Feeling that you have, but in reality they are not available with you. Same thing. You see, when you go to this inheritance, SC1, see, your parent is having 1 crore rupees. They are available with you. Whenever you need, your parent will compulsory give you. But they are not available with you physically. That means some simple interest is available in SC1. Area function is available in SC1, but they are not taking any memory space. You are not writing the code physically. Simple interest is available in SC1. Area is available in SC1. Not taking any memory space. Not writing the physical source code. You did not work for 60 years. You did not have it with you physically, but you have that money. Whenever you need that money, your parent will compulsory will give you. So that is known as what? Logical memory management. Logical memory management makes you to understand. Logical memory management makes you to understand. Neither we write the physical source code, nor they take the physical memory space. That is known as logical memory management. That's why I'm writing a separate sentence. This is inheritance concept. I'm writing inheritance concept. Inheritance concept always follows logical memory management. This is a very, very powerful word. Logical memory management. Even in Java you take it. Even in .NET you take it. Wherever inheritance mechanism is coming, read my notes. It's a pakka. Read my notes. Inheritance concept always follows logical memory management. It says, this memory management says, separate line I will write. This memory management says, this memory management says what? Neither we write this memory management says, in the double quotes I will write, neither we write physical source code. We don't write any physical source code. We don't write. And nor it takes, nor it takes physical memory space, nor it takes physical memory space, nor it takes physical memory space. So neither we takes physical memory space, nor it takes a physical memory space. First of all, do you understand this English? No? First of all, do you understand this English? First of all, please confirm. Please confirm. Hmm. Tell me for my satisfaction. Inheritance concept follows which memory management? Which memory management? The more responsive you, the more subject you are getting. It is like an offline class talking and you are responding to me. Logical memory management. Right. If I write the same code again and again, it is taking the memory spaces separately. That is comes under what? Physical memory management we can call. That is called which memory management? Physical memory management. Tell me, inheritance need to be important or not? Inheritance need to be important or not? Yes. So inheritance concept uses classes, objects, abstraction, encapsulation. Everything will come into the picture. So for my satisfaction, if we come to my point here, I am going to give the. This is called the main purpose of inheritance is to build the reusable applications across the classes and programs. Definition of inheritance done. The class which is giving the data members and methods is called base or super or parent class. The class which is taking the data members and methods is called this one. Now I am going to introduce. Now I am going to introduce types of inheritances I want to introduce. Right. All the object oriented programming is working on the memory management mark, and they are giving some
Recording in progress.
Redundancy means duplication, Rajasing, duplication, or replication, or repetition. That means the same code you are writing again and again. That is called repetition. Replication, duplication is are the synonyms of the redundancy concept. Am I okay? Raj Singh, are you okay, ma? Right. Now, let me move forward. About the advantages of inheritance is completed. Let us go to the types of inheritances, dear student. Very, very simple. Now, see, how many ways are there to get the data members and methods? So, one more thing I want to write it: data members and methods. See, once again, I will verify the definition. The process of obtaining the data members and methods are called features. We can call features are called features. Features of what class? Nothing but features of one class. Nothing but features means what? Data members and methods. From one class into another class is called what? Inheritance. So I will use regularly called what? Features. Malaysia, properties is different amount. Properties are nothing but data members. Behaviors are nothing but methods. Completely called as what? Features. So, okay, please get that word. Come on. Now I am going to introduce types of inheritances. Come on, one type of inheritance. First one, general life level example I will tell you. So you are a parent and you are only one child to your parent. That is called one model of inheritance. Don't tell in the interview point of view, this is called one model of inheritance. That is generally I am telling to you. Yeah. So you are a parent, you are. So you are called one type of inheritance. One more example I will tell you. You are a parent, you are. So your parent is also having his parent. He is also having your parent is also single child who is parent. So tell me, you are there, your parent is there, your grandparent is also there. So what is that inheritance? That is called another type of inheritance. We will talk about that. Next, you take our classroom example. How many base classes you have? Ma? Come on, quickly. How many base classes you have? One base class is there. How many base class? One base class. How many number of students we have? Many number of students are there. All those students are called what? Subclasses. How many base classes we have? One base class. How many derived classes are there? Many derived classes are there. That is called one more type of inheritance. I will tell you what is the name of the inheritance. Aman, wrong answer that is. Aman, wrong answer. I will tell you, ma, please format your brain. That is what I don't want. Satish, wrong answer, format your brain. That is a wrong answer. That is wrong answers. Listen, when I am saying the topic, you listen, that's it. Just listen. I said not just listen. If you try to say any subject from your old knowledge, that is called a blunder. 100%. I will prove it. Because people has given completely wrong answers for you. Because I am not saying a joke. With 23 years of solid experience as a senior most faculty in the Amirpet training divisions, I am telling this type of perfect points. Okay, it is not multiple, it is a hierarchical inheritance. Everybody, you people said multiple. This is a blunder. Hybrid. Karthik said hybrid. That's a blunder. I will show you everything with a colorful diagrams I will draw. Now I am waiting for it. Next, come to another one. And don't feel because of my answers. Don't feel because of my straightforward counter for you. Why? Because if my student is doing wrong, I cannot tolerate it. I cannot bear it. My student should be like a king in the subject. That is my intention. That's why I will react on it very quickly. One more thing. Is the student said some inheritance name? Are you accepting that you are wrong? Are you accepting that you are wrong? Yes. Next, I'm going for one more thing. In your education, in your education life, you have LKG teacher. Just imagine LKG level, UKG level, primary school, upper primary school, high school, 10 plus 2 level, B.Tech level. They are all called your base classes, and you are called a derived class, opposite to the previous one. That is called multiple inheritance. That is called multiple inheritance. Okay, that is called another type of inheritance. I am a base class, you are the derived classes. Just reverse it. You are a student and many teachers for you in your lifetime. Wrong things they gave you, and you are enjoying with the wrong things. That's why we are not qualifying in interviews. Please format everything and take my original knowledge as is. And with a proud of voice, I am telling to you. Please just follow like anything. You are the successful candidate. Right? Done. How many examples I said? 4 examples I said. That is called first 4 levels of examples over. Hybrid inheritance, I will draw the figure. Now I am going to enter into types of inheritances. Now I am explaining with the paintbrush. I will explain. With the paintbrush, I will explain. Type of inheritance, I am explaining. Types of inheritances. Types of inheritances, I will explain. Types of inheritance is my topic. Types of inheritance is my topic. Very, very, very simple. Look at me. Type of inheritance is one type of model, is one type of pattern which makes us to understand how the features are inherited from one class into another class. Type of inheritance makes us to understand how the features are inheriting from one class into another class. Now I am writing type of inheritance. Type of inheritance. Type of inheritance makes us to understand. Makes us to understand. Makes us to understand. Makes us to understand. Just let us follow. Many spelling mistakes should let me know that. Makes us to understand how the features are inheriting. How the features. Type of inheritance is a model. I will write. Is a model or a pattern. Is a model. Just I will drag it now. Is a model or pattern. It is called one pattern. It is one type of a pattern which makes us to understand, how to inherit, how to inherit the features. I'm writing features means what? Data members and methods. Data members and methods from one class into another class. Type of inheritance is called one model. That type of model of inheritance is called what? Type of inheritance. In Python, I will write the next line. In Python, we have 5 types of inheritances. 5 types of inheritances. They are, I will write they are number 1. I will write number 1. What is number 1? I will write one by one. Please look into that. I will write one by one. Please look into that. What is that? Number 1? Single inheritance. Single inheritance. I will explain. Next I will explain. Second one I will talk about multi-level inheritance. See how I will make you perfect in this. Multi-level inheritance. Single inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. Next I am going to talk about the third one. What is the third one here? Hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. Next, I am talking about the fourth. I am going to talk about. That is called multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. I will explain each and every diagram perfectly for you. And the fifth one is called And the fifth one is called hybrid inheritance, we can call. Hybrid inheritance, we can call. These are the types of inheritances, dear students. Please follow me carefully. Now I will explain, sir, what is a single inheritance, sir? Please explain that model, how it is looking, sir. It is an end of the types of inheritances. Now I will talk about what is a single inheritance. Now I'll go for one by one explanation. First one is called what? Single inheritance. Now you only tell me single inheritance. Single inheritance I am going to explain. Sir, what is a single inheritance here? Please explain, sir. I am going to give you the explanation something like this. Easy. So here you need to understand the definition, and you need to understand the definition, plus you need to understand the diagram. So look at that diagram and definition. Very, very simple. Look at ma. So this is a pattern or model we said. This is one class. This is called another type of class. This is called C1, dear student. This is called C1 ma. This is called C2. This is called C2. C2 is a class. Tell me, the C1 class is giving the features to C2. I am just writing a diagram only. This is called one arrow I am writing. Only to make you to understand. Now tell me, by looking at that model, you are understanding. C1 is called which class? C1 is called which class? Base or, come on everybody, base or superclass. And C2 is called which class? C2 is called which class? Derived, this is derived or called what? Subclass. Or what? Subclass. We can call it a derived or subclass. Derived or subclass. Then you tell me the definition. I don't tell anything. This model is called a single inheritance. Tell me. This inheritance contains, see, by looking at the diagram itself, we must be able to understand more. This inheritance contains, come on, tell me, single base class, and a single derived class. Single derived class, single base class and a single derived class. Single base class and a single derived class. This is known as what? Definition of single inheritance. You should not forget about this. If you forget, things has gone. Okay? This is known as what? Single inheritance. Is it clear? Can I go to the second type of inheritance? Still programming is there. Still we need to learn the syntax. We are still learning the concept. Yes. Now I will go to second paintbrush I will take. Second paintbrush I am taking. Second level of inheritance I am talking. What is the second level? Now, multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. For each level of inheritance, I will explain the program. Don't worry. I will explain the program for it. Okay? Don't worry. So, I will go for the multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance we are entering. Okay? So, of course, this is a very frequently asked question. Why? Because most of the people are not knowing how to define this. Because of various problems they might be having. Because of English problem, because of some problem, whatever it might be. We don't want to bother about it, but they can't define properly. Diagram I am saying. What is that diagram? I just want to know. Diagram just I want to find out. So first term, nobody can define. You take any student which has seen so many years, even in Java, even in Python, anybody you take, frequently asked the question, define multi-level inheritance. Nobody can define properly, including you also. I am saying that including you also. Without asking you, I am telling more confidently. Because this question I asked from how many years, you can understand. Anybody else? Anybody else? If you say, I will take my words back. Yeah. I am waiting 10 seconds. I am waiting for 10. is this person? YS Jagan APCM. So that video is on, ma. Please switch off that video once. So APCM is also attending my class. Welcome to my class. I am proud of this. I am proud of my class. Even CMs are also attending our classes. Very great. Okay. So they are also learning Python. No, I am not. They are now what? Why they will attend? Because they are some students written. AP YS Jagan. No, they are written. I just seen whose video is on. That's why I just called that name. He has written that name as YS Jagan APCM. Written. And some of the students will write in some evening class or morning class is what? What is that? Junior KVR. Junior KVR is writing. Junior KVR is writing in the video. Evening time, I think so. Evening 6 o'clock. Junior KVR. And one more student is writing. He is a dad of Python. Dad. Like that they are writing. The fancy name. Okay. Trump is missing my class. Okay. Fine. Anyhow, coming to the diagram I am going to talk. Coming to this diagram. Right. Okay. Raj Singh. Okay, ma. Okay. Fine. Coming to the diagram I am going to. Anybody can say the diagram of multi-level inheritance, ma? Is anybody writing the multi-level inheritance? This type contains 2 base classes and 2 derived classes. Wrong answer. Wrong answer, ma. Praveen Kumar. And don't mind, I will give the answer also for you. Now I am ready to give. So some answers are coming, but they are not appropriate. Okay. So all of them which you have written is not appropriate. Now I am defining. You check your answers, please. Okay. 1 base class, multiple derived classes. These are all called wrong. Okay. Some student said Aksha Patil. Okay, ma. It's good. It's really good. Aksha Patil. Good. Now, coming to the diagram I am going to explain. See that? This is called one class. There is next one more class I am taking. Please listen. Okay, no problem. One more class I am taking. Next, one more class I am taking. And one more class I am taking. Like that I am taking many more. Then you see here, I am taking C1. I am taking C2. Now I am taking C3. Then I am taking C4. C1 to C2. Then, please, dear students, look at ma. I am not seeing your chart window. Please look at that. Once you look at this is called what? Base class, BC. I am writing shortcut, BC. And what is C2, ma? What is C2? Just quickly tell me. What is C2? Just only here. It is called what? A derived class, right or not? It is a derived class. Okay, sir. We understand, sir. Now, you forget about BC once, ma. You forget about C1 once, and C2 and C3 you see. C2 and C3 only you see. C2 and C3. Forget about C1. C2 and C3 you see. Then C3 is called what? Derived class. C3 is called a derived class. But here C2 is called what class? C2 is called which class? It is a base class. So C2 is acting as what? Base class come derived class. Such a type of class is known as intermediate base class. Intermediate base class we can call. Are you understanding, Amma? One of the class is acting as a both derived class as well as base class. It is known as intermediate base class. Okay. Now, come on, ma. Once again, C3 and C4 you think about it. C3 and C4 you think about it. C3 and C4, you think about it. C4 is called what? C4 is called which class? Derived class. And C3 is called which class? C3 is called which class? It is a base class. So this C3 and C4, this C3 and C3 class is acting as both a base class come derived class. Hence it is known as what? Intermediate base class we can call. What is that class called? Intermediate base class. Intermediate base class it is called. Intermediate base class it is called. Tell me, C1 to C2, C2 to C3, C3 to C4, this type of diagram is known as what? Hierarchy. This is known as multi-level inheritance we can call. Now tell me, now you prepare the definition. Now you prepare the definition. Come on, this inheritance contains, this is the way you need to explain. This inheritance contains single base class, single base class, comma, single derived class, comma, single derived class, single derived class, and multiple intermediate derived classes. Multiple intermediate derived classes. That type of inheritance is known as what? That type of inheritance is known as what? Multi-level inheritance we can call. Is it understandable, ma? Is it understandable or not? Please check your definitions once and follow these definitions as it is every time. Okay. Now, shall I move to the third type of inheritance? Shall I move to the third type of inheritance? Yes, sir. Third type of inheritance is called what, sir? Hierarchical inheritance. Third type of inheritance is called hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. Third type of inheritance is called hierarchical inheritance. Dear students, I am going to talk about hierarchical inheritance. I am going to explain. Hierarchical inheritance I am going to explain. Very, very simple. Their same methodology. Definition we need to know, plus a diagram you need to know. Diagram you need to know. Definition we need to know. Diagram we need to know. Sir, what is the definition as well as diagram? Very, very simple, ma. See, hierarchical. The name itself says your manager is containing lot of employees. Your manager contains a lot of employees. Getting here, I am having, this is one class, this is another class, this is another class, and then so on. This is called another class. This is called another class. This is called another class. So this is called C1. This is called C1. And next this is called C2. This is called C2. This is called C3. So on. We are having n number of inheritances. This is known as what? Cn. This is known as Cn. This is known as Cn. Then see carefully. Now this kind of class C1 is, this kind of C1 is having, this kind of class C1 is having like this. So coming to the point back, this C1 is giving, this C1 is giving to this place. So this place C1 and next is called what? C2, and next is called what? C3. So this is called what I am saying is hierarchical inheritance. Why? Because there is one small incident is there with this. I want to share that incident. Personally happened to me when I am in the college. First, let me tell you about definition. Then I will share my personal experience with you. Because once it happened with my teacher, and my teacher said, get out from the class. In BE 4th year, Usmania University. What is that incident? I will tell you. So this inheritance contains what? Single base class, and multiple what? Derived classes. multiple derived classes. Multiple derived classes. Single base class and then what? Multiple derived classes. This type of inheritance is known as what? Hierarchical inheritance. Okay. C1 is known as what class? C1 is known as which class? Base class. C1 is known as base class. What is C2, C3, Cn are called? What is this class is called? Derived classes. Derived classes. Right. Can I tell my experience? Can I tell my experience once? Just 2 minutes I will take. Can I tell or not? Yes. Yes, ma. Same. In every language you learn. .NET you learn, everything you learn. See, in my BTech final year, BE final year, in Usman University is called BE. So my class is going on. So there, our subject is Object-Oriented Analysis and Design, OOAD. Even those who are computer science background, OOAD. In some of the universities, it is called OOSD, Object-Oriented System Development or Object-Oriented Analysis and Design. We have that. There we have the inheritance types is going on. So we have the sir, that is a professor actually, he's a professor. I'm talking about some number of years back. So I'm talking, so my experience is 23 years means what? Before that you can take 5 years back. 5 years back. MTech is 2 years. 2 years back is 4 years is that one. In 4th year I'm talking about. Exactly 25 years back. So class is going on. Yes, ma. Usman University only. CSC department. CSC department. In Hyderabad, that is. In Hyderabad. It's a number 1 university. Now it is not number 1. When we were there, people will say it is a number 1, but when we enter inside of it, we will come to know what it is. Okay. So then class is going on. So our sir is talking. When he came to hierarchical inheritance, he wrote the diagram reverse. He wrote the diagram reverse. He wrote the diagram. He wrote the diagram reverse. All of you listen carefully. And he is saying that it is hierarchical inheritance. So immediately he said, this is called hierarchical inheritance. He is giving the notes also. I did not write that notes that time. When he is defining, I did not write them because the diagram is wrong. I am looking at the sir also and I am looking at other students also. So nobody is saying anything. But I have the habit of reading textbook that time. Every time I won't read the all in one in all these materials and all, I don't read. Textbook only I will read. In the textbook, it is the diagram is reverse and the definition is reverse. And he is saying something wrong. And I am not writing. He asked me immediately. Because he asked him immediately, why you are not writing? Sir, please, this is not correct, I said. Maybe at that time we don't know English properly. I said, sir, it is not correct. Actually, I have to say, please check once, sir, I should say. But because of not knowing English, I said, this is not correct, I said. He got angry. Actually, should not get angry. He got angry and he said, get out from the class, he said. So I went out. I went and stand at the door only. With the textbook. Now I said, sir, I want a textbook. I said, no, you stand there only, he said. So I went there immediately. I took the textbook. And my friends has given the textbook. When he is writing on the board, he gave the textbook. They gave the textbook to me. And I shown to everybody when he is writing on the board, I shown everybody to the students. We have 60 students. I shown that opened the textbook and I shown the hierarchical inheritance diagram. He wrote the diagram wrong and he said that the definition also wrong. So finally, I was standing at the door only. And all the students are laughing. And finally, he asked why you are laughing, and he started shouting on others also. So they said, sir, he is correct, sir. His textbook also it is there, sir. Please check once. Later he said he did not allow me into the class. So if that type of teachers are there, then we think about our credibility will be lost. Our interest will be lost in the subject. So earlier I used to say good morning to him. Next day onwards I will not say good morning to him. Because for correct thing, he made me to stand at the door. Even he was my external examiner also for the subject. I used to do very good programming from my CSC background. I got immediate, within 1 hour I got the result. He asked so many questions. I said everything correct. And he gave He gave out of 50, he gave 48 only. Actually, he's supposed to give 50-50, but he did not give 48 only. He gave. Yes, God is there. But in external exam, I got out of 100 out of 100. I got it. 80 marks paper, 80 out of 80. I got it. I shown that paper to him also. So he felt some guilty that time. So we will prove it is there in his hand 50 marks. That's why he gave 48. Something is there in his mind. But when in external we proved it. That is what I shown the paper. External marks also I shown him. Intentionally I shown him. So finally he did not say anything. Okay, he said like that. So because of the teachers only, education system is gone. What do you say, students? Is it correct or not? Because of that type of teachers only, education system has gone. Ah, okay, okay. Thank you, Bruce Lee. Thank you. Okay. So that's why most of them are like this now. So please learn perfectly. Learn perfectly. When we are going for with more perfection in the subject, you need to appreciate and you need to learn perfectly and you need to recommend to many students. Right? Shall I move to the next inheritance? Next inheritance. Yes. Fine. So let me go to the fourth inheritance now. Fourth inheritance I am talking about. Fourth, that is called multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance I am explaining. Sir, what is the multiple inheritance? Exactly opposite. Exactly opposite to it. Exactly opposite. Right. So what is an exact opposite to this place? Seema, it is going to be like this. Just let me go to the subject like this. Opposite of this point. Opposite of this point. So coming to the point of it, I will take diagram like this. Let us take below like this. Now I will draw. Now I will draw. This is a class C1. This is a class C2. So on n number of classes. N number of classes I will take it. So that's what I said. Your LKG teachers, your UKG teachers, upper primary school, college, intermediate, BTech and all those things. So come on, mention it here. This is called a C1. This is called a C1. And this is called a C2. This is called a C2. So on CN, n number of classes are there. N number of classes are there. CN, CN, then CN. And the next is called what? This is called CN plus 1. This is called Cn plus 1. I will write n plus 1 below. This is nothing but some derived class. Come on, ma. Kaushal Tata. Good, ma. So this is called, here I am writing, ma. Here I am writing, ma. So something like this. So there I am trying to say, saying here. Now there I am going to bring it here. Now I am saying there. C1 and C2, Cn are inherited into where? Into Cn plus 1. Now tell me guys, this is called, which classes these are called? Which classes ma these are called? Base class. Base classes. And this is called which class ma? Derived class this is called. Derived class this is called. And then tell me, this is called a diagrammatic format. This is called a diagrammatic format. Diagram. So this diagram, I need to go for the definition. Definition I need to go for it. What is the definition? Come on, what is the definition? This inheritance contains all these things. I will tell you the beautiful examples. I'll make as a king in this area. This inheritance contains what? Multiple base classes, and single derived class. Single derived class. Dear students, please follow me. Single derived class. So diagram also done. Yes, ma. Karthik, good. Is it understandable, ma? Is it understandable? Multiple inheritance also clear? Yes. Now I am going for last type of inheritance, that is called a hybrid inheritance. Very nice inheritance. Hybrid inheritance. And when I come to the further programming, a mind-blowing questions people will ask you in the interviews. A mind-blowing questions they will ask you. Right. So coming to the hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance. Right. So hybrid inheritance contains what? I just want to go for preparing. Look at once you prepare, first I will take the diagram. Or okay, definition first I will go for it. No issue. Here first I will write the definition. Definition. Please look at that. Hybrid inheritance is equal to, I will write like a formula. Hybrid inheritance is equal to, I will write hybrid inheritance is equal to, hybrid inheritance is equal to combination of I am writing combination of available inheritance types. Combination of available inheritance types. Available inheritance types. Combination of available inheritance types is called what? Is called what? Hybrid inheritance. Dear students, please don't get confused. Combination of available inheritance types is called what? Okay, ma, fifth. Okay. Aniket. Okay, I will write it 5. I will just rub this 5. Good. I will write. Thank you. So I will write this is called 5. 5 this is. Okay. 5. It is called 5. Okay, 5. Combination of any available inheritance types. Okay, sir. Now I will give the diagram now. So diagram number 1 and diagram number 2. 2 diagrams I will give you. So carefully observe Carefully observe it. Diagram number 1, diagram number 2. Yes. Look at. See here. I have the class C1. Carefully follow C1 class. And I have the class C2 also. This is comes under which inheritance? This is comes under only this part you tell me. Which inheritance it is? Which inheritance it is? Single. It is called a single. You already know that it is single. So what is its name? C1. I am taking it as a C1 and I am taking it as a C2. I am taking it as a C1. I am taking it as a C2. Very nice. Next I will take, look at that carefully. C2 is giving the features to C3. E is going to give it to the C3. So I am writing this as a C3. This is called a C3. I am taking it as a C3. Okay. C3 is getting the features from where? C3 is getting the features from where? C2. C3 is getting the features from where? C2. Which type of inheritance it is? Which type of inheritance? Multi-level. Very good. Very good. One more I am writing here, ma. One more I am writing here. What is that? One more, you please look into that. One more I am taking. What is that? One more here. I am taking C4. This is called a C4. C4 is called another type of inheritance. Is called another type of inheritance. C4 is giving the things to where? C4. Now you carefully observe it. This part is called what? Above part. Above part. I just want to know everybody. First one, this boxed point. No, ma. Single. Okay, na? Single. This point, this box point is what? This box point is what? Hierarchical. How many combinations are there here? How many combinations are there? 2 combinations are there. It is a combination of available inheritance types. It is known as which inheritance? It is known as which inheritance? Everybody. It is known as which inheritance? Hybrid inheritance it is called. Hybrid inheritance it is called. You see another mechanism I will show you. This part you see. Only this part you see. This part. What is that? C1, C2, C3, C4. You tell me this part. Multi-level. You tell me this part. C1, C2, C3. Multi-level. Multi-level combination is also called hybrid inheritance. So you can see in different levels in this. This is called one diagram. Is the diagram is clear? Is the diagram is clear? If you don't mind, this is comes under. I am writing here single. It is comes under single inheritance. This is comes under multi-level inheritance. It is comes under hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. Those who are from Java background, one of the inheritance Java does not support. Multiple inheritance Java does not support. But in Python, All types of inheritances happily supported. Happily supported. Python supports all types of inheritances. Yes, ma. Those who are from Java background, some of my Java students are here. Java does not support multiple inheritance through the concept of classes. Supports through the concept of interfaces. But here, multiple inheritance, all types of inheritances supported by Java, supported by Python through classes itself. No interfaces concept in Python. Very good. Now let me go to the diagram number 2. I will go to the diagram number 2. Diagram number 2. Diagram number 2. I will take diagram number 2. Please watch the diagram number 2. Diagram number 2 I will draw here. Let us see. I have the class C1. I have the class C2. I have the class C3. I have the class C3. I have the class C4. I have the class C4. Now I am taking here C1 to C2, C1 to C2, and I have C1 to C3, right? C1 to C3, and C2 to C4, and C3 to C4. Now, this is looking like what? Now I want to listen from you. C1, C2, C2, and C3. C1, C2, C3 model is called what? And C1, C2, C3 model is called what? Yes, I want to know everybody. C1, C2, C3 is called what? Hierarchical. C2, C3, C4 is called what? Multiple. Multiple. Combination is called what? Combination is called what? Hybrid. Wonderful. Wonderful. One more you see, another combination. C1, C2, C4 is called what? C1, C2, C4. Multi-level. C1, C3, C4. Multi-level. So it is also called what? One type of inheritance. Combination of inheritances are there. I hope that you people understand the meaning of hybrid. Do you understand the meaning of hybrid? Hybrid, general meaning is what? Combination of available inheritance types. Combination of available inheritance types is called hybrid. Is called hybrid. Just for your understanding sake, I will write for a minute. I will write it. I will write it. It is called hierarchical. RARC, hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. Okay, hierarchical inheritance. Right. Now next coming to the this part is called what? Multiple inheritance. This part is called what? Multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. I hope that two combinations are there. This is also known as a diamond problem. Looking like a diamond symbol. It is called a diamond problem. Actually, in Java, diamond problems are not supported. In the interview point of view, if any Java programmer shifted to Python environment, compulsory they will ask you, what is diamond problem? So, will you think that diamond problem is something different? Dear students, diamond problem is something different, or you know that? Come on, diamond problem is something different, or do you know now? Diamond problem is nothing but which it is a hybrid only. It is a hybrid only. So I'm writing for that diamond problem. This is called a diamond problem. Yes, diamond problem it is. So diamond problem. See, I am preparing most of the questions in I am preparing in my free time. I am preparing what are the interview based questions. Very shortly, of course, before your batch completion, I am going to put all the questions in the Google Drive class. I am under the preparation of all the interview based questions. What are all the questions are coming? I will give you the total list of questions for you. Okay, nothing to worry about it. Right, fine. So I'm going to give you diagram number 1, diagram number 2. We understand. So how many types of do you understand this hybrid inheritance? Do you understand this hybrid inheritance, all of you? Yes. Yes. How many types of inheritances are there? How many types of inheritances are there? 5 types are. Number 1, single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, multiple inheritance, hybrid inheritance. Good. Inheritance follows which memory management? Logical memory management. Sumit, check your answer once more. Which inheritance it will follow? Logical memory management. Right. So ultimately, today, are you understanding the importance of inheritance, ma? Diamond problem is nothing but what? Diamond problem is nothing but what? Hybrid inheritance only. Diamond problem is containing how many inheritances? Hierarchical plus multiple, which forms the diamond. Okay. And then, is the Python supports all types of inheritances or not? Is Python supports all types of inheritances or not? Yes, sir. Because the people will ask you, is there any limitation in the type of inheritances? You have to say no such a limitation. You have to say all types of inheritances are perfectly supported. You need to say. Okay now? So this is called types of inheritances. Right. So in Sanjay Kumar, Pala Sanjay Kumar, in Java that is extends keyword. Here we are going to use some other syntax. So don't remember Java when you are learning Python. Our problem is when you are listening Python, you will remember everything in Java. Everything you will get in your mind. When you are learning Python, when you are learning Java, everything you will learn, everything you will remember about Python only. When we go to interview, we never remember anything. That is a human psychology. It's a normal, but we should not do like that. Whatever we are learning, we should fully involve. Fully involve that subject only. Okay, after learning, you can sit coolly. You can think about, okay, in Java it is like this, in Python it is like this. It is very easy. Once you get an expert in the subject, you can get. So nothing, sir. Very simple languages. All languages are having their own syntaxes. Their methodologies are there, but achievement is what? Inheritance only. Right. Finally, we will stop now, and in the tomorrow's class, we are going to enter 4 o'clock. Syntax for inheriting the features of base class into derived class. I will get it. Yes, ma. Sai, what you are asking, ma? Multi-level, multiple inheritance you are asking. Okay. Yeah. Multiple inheritance is there, ma, here. Multi-level, I think so. You are asking multi-level. Sai, multiple is there left side of the same screen. You written multiple inheritance. Multiple or multi-level? Multi-level. This one you want to ask, I think so. Okay. So this is available. Sai. Yes. This is a multi-level inheritance. I will upload these notes. Okay. Don't worry. Karan. Karan. I will tell you that. I told you already. I told you. Karan, NumPy and Pandas, I will tell you. Don't worry. I told already, na. Without you are asking, I only told you. Durga Prasad, not this Sunday. I will take you. Okay? Right. I said I already to you. I will take it. I only told you, na. So when I say means, I will do compulsory. Right.